going to do this story, I would probably tell about my friend. I might have told some of you the story before, but I had a friend in college whose name was Kevin. When Kevin was growing up in the state of Nevada, it was very, very hot, of course, there during the summer. Well, Kevin had one of these electronic game type things that the batteries ran out on it. So he decided, you know what, I need to get more batteries, and the place where he knew the batteries were located was the trunk of his mother's car. Well, their driveway was sort of on a hill, and so the car was sort of tilted like this, and so the batteries had rolled up to the front, towards the front of the car. Well, Kevin was only about 8, 9, 10 years old, something like that. He was a smaller individual, so he could not reach the batteries just by standing where he was. So we got this great idea. I think I'll climb in the trunk of this car and try to find out if I can get the batteries that way. So Kevin, not the brightest crayon in the box, gets in the trunk, crawls in the trunk of the car to get these batteries out. As he's crawling in the trunk, the weight shifts and the trunk lid closes and he's locked inside the trunk. Well, his mother had a good mother's intuition, and his mother decided, you know what? I have not heard from Kevin in a while. So she goes looking for him, can't find him anywhere, calling his name. She goes over next door to the friend's house, he's not there. So she goes back to the trunk of her car, sort of leans against the trunk of her car and thinks, where could Kevin be? Well, right then she hears this faint little tap, 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 is about all poor Kevin has left. And so she thinks, no, he couldn't. Well, maybe he could. So she goes and she opens the trunk of the car, and there's Kevin sort of sprawled out, sort of like this, his face is beet red, he said he was seeing stars. And so she quickly, Kevin, grabs him out, carries him inside, throws him on the living room floor, pours water on him, gets the air conditioning going, and she is able to revive him and bring him back to life. So if I were going to tell that story, we want a good universal lesson. Don't jump in the trunk of your car.